beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Kane. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Howard. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last...
Breaks into the open.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week, guys. They've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this number, if they change it all moving forward. But David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking. But it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. We'll see if they can do it.
The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Makes the pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Is headed back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Sweeney. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. He's got it on the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down the throat on second?
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his...
Touchdown, Golden Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Lost a throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball.
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On target to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Golden Bears have taken it inside the 20.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle.
Turning it on! And tackled there by the defense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sends it back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really good job on the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They knock him down, but not before he picks up the first down for Auburn.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. Looking deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold that second too long when bad things can really happen. And you can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and didn't.
And the ball is free on the pitch. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires left. He makes the catch. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
To the air on first down. A shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with this target.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll close the gap to 14. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Sweeney. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
With the catch, it's Moore.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
The Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup. Did not get the first down, but that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. The Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They just keep firing. Lost one deep down the right side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
That's caught. It's more. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Moore. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it to the right here. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Auburn! And the comeback is on. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, a good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Using the quick game. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Cal! He got a step and just dusted the field.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here comes the Auburn offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make the...
Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Auburn lines up quickly. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Looking left. Touchdown, Tigers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. It arrows. That's caught. It's Sweeney. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Makes the grab at the 10. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's a first down for the offense. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Give to the single back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up. And
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. From the gun, running back gets the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify play.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. The option look. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Steps away. Going to try to get it in. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Second down, he'll throw it. Forced out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Auburn! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Is headed back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the wind...
Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. Races all the way down to the 5-yard line before they get him out of bounds.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the 4th quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the 1st down.
Looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Cal! Fitted in the window for the score. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Auburn offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads it left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll they'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Henderson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Tiger! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but you got to keep that clock moving.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And it's no good. He missed it. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab down the right side. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Such a big play to score that touchdown, but now you don't have a lot of time to celebrate. You've got to come up with your best two-point play to send this thing into overtime and give yourself a chance. Who on offense can come up with a big one here with the game on the line?
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Ripping through the defense. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee.